Today we will look at the top 5 most fun cars to drive, but before starting, hit a subscribe button so you never miss out any update from our channel. Let's dive into the video. What constitutes a fun car to drive? Is it lots of power? Is it lots of speed? Is it great ability in the corners? Or is it simply a vehicle's ability to put a smile on its driver's face more often than not? We think it's the latter, which means that driving fun can come in lots of different forms: electric cars, SUVs, open tops, hot hatches and more. It's not just about unaffordable, hyper-rare machines with exotic badges on their noses. So here, in no particular order, is our list of 5 of the most fun cars to drive across a variety of body types and forms of motive power. Number 1 is Mazda MX-5. We kick off with a stone-cold classic in the driving fun stakes. The Mazda MX-5 is the world's best-selling sports car in history, apart from the much longer-serving Porsche 911, also on this list, with more than 1 million units shifted since its 1989 launch. Now into the 4th generation, the MX-5 continues to blend all the feel-good things about motoring into one affordable-to-lease package. It's light, it's rear-wheel drive, it has the ability to drop its roof whenever the soggy British weather permits, and it favors entertainment over outright mechanical grip and speed. Choose either the fabric-roofed model or the RF, retractable fastback, and the sweet 1.5-liter engine, or the bigger 2.0-liter unit, it doesn't matter. However you specify it, the MX-5 is high on the grins-per-mile scale. Just avoid the automatic transmission, is all. Number 2 is Ford Mustang. We could have gone with the obvious here and chosen Ford's Fiesta ST, one of the greatest hot hatchbacks of all time. But the bigger Mustang is a veritable motoring icon, and that's a word that is all too often overused these days. It took 50 years for Ford to finally officially bring the Mustang to the UK in right-hand drive form, and it was most definitely worth the wait. With a boisterous 5.0-liter V8 engine and retro-inspired looks that hark back to the original 1960s pony car, the Mustang might not be quite as technically proficient as its German-Japanese rivals, but it's a heck of a lot more enjoyable to drive. You can even have it as a convertible for the full drophead experience, allowing you to better listen to that gloriously naughty V8 motor. Number 3 is Volkswagen Up GTI. With advances in tire technology and suspension development over the years, performance cars have become ever more powerful and fast. This makes them hard to enjoy illegally on public roads, where speed limits often preclude them from doing much of their best work. No such problems befall the Volkswagen Up GTI, though. With a tiny 115 HP 1-liter 3-cylinder turbocharged engine, this cheeky little tyke isn't exactly a road rocket. But what it lacks in brawn, it makes up for with sheer giddy enjoyment. You can chuck the light, compact Up GTI around on the roads and have a right hoot in it without ever really going much beyond 50 miles per hour. That it also has all the same cool styling cues as the bigger Volkswagen GTI models only seals the deal on this brilliant little machine. Number 4 is Peugeot 5008. Let's face it, 7-seat SUVs are hardly the most enjoyable things in the world. They're designed to carry lots of people in comfort, not provide plenty of giggles for their driver. However, the Peugeot 5008 is different. As a company, this French firm has plenty of previous in putting out engaging performance cars, most famously one of the all-time great hot hatchbacks, the 205 GTI of the 1980s, and some of that dynamic know-how has filtered into the 5008. With its distinctive small steering wheel and high-raised instrument cluster, this SUV handles and steers in a fluid, pleasing fashion. So for those occasions, when mum or dad is in the car on their own, without any of the sprogs in the back, then they can live out their favorite back road GTI fantasies in the big 5008. Number 5 is Porsche 911. You can't do a list like this and omit the Porsche 911. Like the Ford Mustang, this thing is a high-performance legend. It has been around, mostly unchanged across 8 different generations, since 1964. It inspires a legion of devout followers who revere it like some kind of automotive god. But the weird thing about the 911 is that it is inherently wrong. The engine is in entirely the incorrect location, slung out behind the rear wheels, where it's like a detrimental counterweight against the remainder of the vehicle's body. Not only that, but the 911 is, very distantly, related to the Volkswagen Beetle, which is not the most glamorous of machines. And yet the 911 endures, because Porsche's genius engineers continue to make the car into something which laughs in the face of physics. It doesn't matter which model you pick, from base Carrera up to outrageous Turbo S, the 911 is quick, and it is talented in the corners. If you want a real feeling of nostalgic goodness, opt for the open-roof Targa model with its fancy lid folding mechanism and its striking form, which pays direct homage to the swinging 60s. And if that's not laugh-inducing enough for you, then know that there's a feature in the Model 3's software which allows you to play whoopee cushion noises for each of the main seats in the cabin. Childish, but refreshingly different in an age of corporate correctness from the traditional car manufacturers. That's all for today. If you liked the video, hit a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe.